$230 million worth of Axie is getting released on 25th of October. Tether USDT available in over 24,000 ATMs across Brazil on 3rd of November. Polkadot posts highest development activity in the last 7 days. Could this be a boost for DOT price? Warner Brothers releases Ethereum-Compatible Lord of the Rings NFT. PancakeSwap eyes Aptos following Ethereum integration. Binance delegates 13.2 million Uni tokens, becoming Uniswap DAO's second largest vote holder. Moonbirds teams up with Infinite Objects for gold nesting rewards. OpenSea rolls out new analytics tab for all users. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Assets of Value podcast. Today, on October the 20th, and every day, we connect to give an industry's insider's perspective on crypto, Web3, and NFT topics. We are the founders of Assets of Value, a Web3 research organization. Our podcast is not to be taken as legal or financial advice. Let's jump straight into it. What's going on with the markets today, Abe?
The market is quickly recovering from the 19.1k drop of yesterday. Bitcoin is currently trading at 19.3k. So we have seen Aptos token APT recovering to $7.5 region, and I think that's pretty good news for the airdrop holders because they have still time to sell their Aptos into a high profit region. In the Bitcoin dominance, we are seeing a stale market so that there's no advantage for altcoin holders right now.
I see Monero dropping nearly 3%. That's not trading well in today's trading. And also XRP is having a bit of a bounce, up 1%. Not great in crypto terms, but still a positive sentiment there. And EOS as well, ticker sign EOS, that's up nearly 3.5%. That's been sleeping for a while. So wonder what's going on in that one. Maybe we look into this in the coming days. But yeah, thank you for that regarding the market outlook. A few topics to unpack today. Let's start with Axie Infinity, $230 million worth of tokens being released. What will be the price action, and can Axie survive that? Is it a slow death for the GameFi Sentinel? What do you think?
Axie Infinity is one of the trendsetters in the GameFi space. Like, we know that it is one of the first successful GameFi projects that literally served as a primary income source for Southeast Asian nations. But regardless of that, now that the bear market is closing in, most of the GameFi projects have lost its prominence. Similarly, Axie also has been trading under the $14 region for quite a long time. Now that there's a token unlock on 25th of October, that's 5 days from now, I think 25% of the circulating supply is coming into circulation. You can expect a price drop and around $230 million worth of Axie. That's not a small number, right? Especially in a market which has no demand for the token. So I think Axie might drop further down to maybe $7, $8.
Wow, you think there is a drop of almost 50% if it's trading around $14 and a potential 25% of tokens being unlocked? Maybe, possibly, it could be trading in the $7 or $8 range. That's a huge drop. But what does that mean for confidence in either the game or the ecosystem that Axie is building?
Unfortunately, the game has lost confidence a little while ago, where it was unreasonably high to enter the game. I think we have seen gamers have stopped playing the game, and that's affecting the GameFi sentiment as a whole. Because we have to remember that Axie set a precedent for all the GameFi projects. They took initiative, they took the first pioneer movement for the dual token economy. Probably other GameFi tokens will follow.
Well, the landscape has certainly moved on, and the GameFi space has not only got more competitive, but there seems to be a maturity within that industry, and more options for players to potentially earn more money with a lower barrier to entry. So certainly on the 25th of October, we can expect price action there, something to keep a close eye on. Let's move over to Tether and USDT. That's pretty bullish news, right? For Brazil, and 24,000 ATMs now dispensing the USDT stablecoin.
I think it's the most bullish news I have heard in October because we know that cryptocurrency as a payment solution, it never really offered a chance with Bitcoin. Because even if you are using Bitcoin in a Lightning network with almost zero fee, but still you're losing out on an asset that can increase its value over time. But if you are using stable coins, you are safe to purchase, trade, do anything on using the blockchain technology. I'll be happy to pay for my coffee using USDT, but I'll not be willing to pay with Bitcoin because I think that's the case for most of the people. They just want to hodl their Bitcoin, but stable coins are a different thing because it's very similar to the fiat payment system that exists right now, right? So $1 USDT is always equal to $1 cash.
I'd have to agree. It's super bullish news. If we take and look at Aptos airdrop yesterday, we know that there was a lot of community members that benefited from there out of nothing, or doing a number of activities to help test out the test net. They were rewarded with tokens, which many came onto the market and then sold off. One way of cashing those in is to transfer it into USDT and then withdraw it out straight out of ATM. All of a sudden, cryptocurrency is now coming from a digital space into the real world space, and Brazil being a flag bearer in pushing that forward with 24,000 ATMs being installed and transacting in USDT. Super bullish. I'd have to agree with you. Staying with kind of the bullish sentiment, a chain that we've not heard from a long time, Polkadot posts its highest development activity. Is that for real? I mean, it feels like Polkadot has fallen off the radar and no one's actually talking about it. But as soon as no one's talking about it, that's when we can expect an explosive run. Is something cooking in the Polkadot space?
I think a spike in development activity is long overdue for Polkadot because the chain is lacking the glory it had, the appeal it had back in the bull market. So probably I'm seeing two options right here. One is that Polkadot is launching a blockchain educating seminar or an event in Argentina in 2023 January. So it's basically a 1 month seminar, and we can give you the links down below in our podcast info page. So adding to that, that might be the reason Polkadot is seeing the fluctuation in development activity. But you have to see that it's nowhere close to Mina, Solana, etc.
Okay, something that we will keep our eye on in terms of how that moves forward, but definitely a sleeping giant. A chain that we always hear about, Binance is delegating 13.2 million Uni tokens to the Uniswap DAOs. I mean, it seems like they are controlling or beginning to control a lot of the crypto market. A few days ago, we heard them providing loans for Bitcoin miners, and now they're muscling in on Uniswap, a massive, big decentralized exchange in the Ethereum space. What's your take on that?
So, for context, Binance was an early investor in Uniswap. I see Binance is trying to achieve something here because they are offering these passive income opportunities for the users. Like you can stake your uni with Binance and you can earn a certain percentage on that. I think it's beneficial for the users also. And they have already been doing this with the Cosmos ecosystem because Binance is one of the top five delegators in the Cosmos. Still, it's a centralized authority.
It just feels like it's either Sam from FTX or CZ from Binance that seem to be propping up the crypto market and providing that liquidity that it badly and desperately needs. Okay, we're kind of nearly wrapping up, but just before we sign off, Awe, you're always looking and looking ahead to see what the next big thing is. Tell me what's on your radar.
Oh wow, great question, Sharp. So what I'm looking into is Sui Network, which is a direct competitor to Aptos. You know that Aptos has conducted a really impressive airdrop for its community, and I think Sui will do the same. Sui will try to replicate the same and gather the same amount of community confidence and community support that Aptos has now. and it can take its own time to arrive in a really good tokenomics.
I'm going to cut you in there. In terms of dates, how far out are we looking? Is it near or is it far? And when can we expect a deep dive into this?
I think we don't have a specific date right now.
Okay.
It should be sooner rather than later, in November or December first week.
Wow. Okay. So it's definitely something to look forward in Q4. Airdrop season. It's airdrop season. As always, this has been super fun. I'm glad you were able to jam with us today. That's it. Until next time. Thank you, everybody. And we're signing off.